Hello students, today's topic is microorganisms. It is friend or foe. Actually, microorganisms means very small living creatures, living organisms. We cannot see them with our naked eyes. So we require compound microscope. Under this microscope, we are able to see them. Let us write about microorganism. Very small organisms. Cannot be seen with naked eyes. By using compound microscope, we can see them. The scientist who works or study about the microorganisms are known as microbiologists, and the study of microorganisms is called microbiology. We should also know what is microbiology. Study of microbes. Students, where are these microorganisms when we are not able to see them, but they can be feel by their appearance. Now the question arises, where do these microorganisms are present or survive? You will be surprised of this that they are present everywhere. Like they are present in water bodies like sea, like lake, ponds, in air, in soil also. They are also found in the dead bodies of plants and animals. They are found in extremely high temperature, like desertic conditions, like polar region where the very low temperature is there. They are surviving. So we should also write here about this. In deserts, in polar areas, polar regions, and they are present in our bodies also. Students, there are two types of microorganisms categories are there. They may be unicellular microorganisms or they may be multicellular microorganisms. We can also classify them into the different groups. We should know that classification of microorganisms. There are 5 major groups in which they are classified. The first one is bacteria. The second one is here fungi, algae, protozoa, and one more is virus. Let me tell you, the microorganisms are classified in 5 groups: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and viruses. Let us start every group one by one. The first group is bacteria, where we can see these are very simplest and very small in size, but they are a number of bacteria are there. They have different shapes also, like this bacilli, that means rod shaped bacteria. Vibrio means comma-shaped bacteria. Cocci means round-shaped bacteria. And Spirilla means spiral-shaped bacteria. On the basis of nutrition, the bacteria are classified as autotrophic bacteria and parasitic bacteria, saprotrophic bacteria. One more classification is there on the presence of their utilization of oxygen. If they are using the oxygen for their survival, they are called aerobic bacteria, and some bacteria are surviving in the absence of oxygen. These are called anaerobic bacteria. So these are the bacteria and their informations. Very important thing, we should know that in our intestine, human intestine, there is presence of special bacteria which help in the digestion and also synthesize the vitamin B complex in our body. And in the cow or some other herbivorous animals, these bacteria are also helpful in the help of digestion of cellulose. One more thing I want to mention here about the reproduction, that is binary fission is the process in the bacteria is taking place to increase their number. So some bacteria are useful for us and some bacteria are harmful for us. We will study about them in detail in our next session. The another group of the microorganisms is virus. The meaning of the word is poisonous liquid. As I mentioned here, these are the smallest microorganisms. And one more special characteristics of the viruses are there. They sometimes show the living characteristics and sometimes they show the non-living characteristics. How? They are showing the living characteristics inside the cells of plants or animals. And generally they are found without any act. They are showing outside the body of human or animals or plants. They are showing non-living characteristics. So this is make them separate or different from other microorganisms, and they are known as linkage between the living and non-living microorganisms. One more thing about the viruses is very important, that they cannot be killed. Means there is a, when they spread the diseases, they cannot be treated or they cannot be killed by any chemicals or any microorganisms like antibiotics or anti drugs which can be kill them. So why it is so? Because their body structure, they are having some nuclear material, not complete cell. The nuclear material is spread and they are covered with the very hard protein cork. That's why they are not killed so easily. Nowadays you can see the whole world is surviving a very dangerous disease because of one virus, that is COVID-19. Some more common examples of this are here, that is influenza virus, which is responsible for the cold and cough, and HIV virus. This is one more virus which is responsible for the disease AIDS, and don't forget this one, that is COVID-19. So students, study of virus is called virology. So another group is of microorganism is algae. They are also generally called seaweeds. Weeds, in previous chapter we have studied about them, unwanted plants. But these are unwanted, they spread into the sea water or in the lake water or pond water. That's why these are called weeds, seaweeds. These are the simplest plants. These are the simplest plants. Why we are saying? Because they are having no roots, no stem and no leaf. These are a simple structure only, but they are consist chlorophyll. They are having the chlorophyll which help in synthesizing of the food. So these are, by nutrition point of view, autotrophic is organism. Autotrophic nature is there. They synthesize their own food. There are unicellular type of algae and multicellular types of algae are there. The another group of microorganism is fungi. These are non-green, means chlorophyll is absent. They are grow in dark and moist places, means where the temperature, humidity is there, or some darkness is there. They still grow very fast. There are two types of fungi there, unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular example is yeast, and mushroom is the example of multicellular fungi. On the basis of nutrition, there are also two types of the fungus are there. One is the saprophytic nature, means they are found in dead part of plants or animals, dead plants and animals, and as a parasite also. One more nature is parasitic nutrition. They are living in host cells and they increase their number. So fungus is the another group of the microorganisms. The last group of the microorganism is protozoa, means first animals. In this group, generally animals microorganisms are there. They are found in pond water, river, sea and damp soil. But one exception is there, that is Euglena, because Euglena contains chlorophyll and performs the photosynthesis. That's why it is an exception protozoa. Another example of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium, etc. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हमने आज के सेशन में माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स के बारे में पढ़ा और इसका एक फर्स्ट पार्ट हमने लिया था, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन नॉट बी सीन विद नेकेड आइज आर कॉल्ड माइक्रोब्स. द अनदर पॉइंट इज माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, स्टडी ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स इज कॉल्ड माइक्रोबायोलॉजी. और लास्ट में हमें ये भी मालूम होना चाहिए कि व्हाट इज द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ माइक्रोब्स. I have mentioned here on the board with their examples. So you should revise this also. Bacteria, the two examples are there, E. coli and Vibrio cholerae. Viruses, examples are HIV, responsible for AIDS, COVID-19, responsible for this corona, and influenza is general infection, that is cold and cough. Algae, Spirogyra, and one more example is Volvox. Fungi, single cell, yeast, and multicellular is mold. And protozoa is amoeba and Euglena. So take a snapshot of this and you can write in your notebook. And in next session we are going to study about the useful microorganisms and harmful effects of microorganisms. Thank you.